beautiful, gorgeous, amazing people. I'm Alicia Bickett, psychic medium, and I'm sharing my crystals with you today. These are the ones I've been traveling with all year, and just giving you a quick rundown on what I am always babbling on about. I'll flip this back around again. There we go. Hello, it is me. Hi, I want to talk to you about my crystals that I've been dragging around to all of my shows with me the last couple of years. Let me balance that some way. Sorry, it's a bit rocky. Super duper important talking about these crystals. Now, they are supporting us in our development of our gifts and abilities. So everything that's coming through for us right now, these beautiful stones are making such a tremendous difference, and I share them with you everywhere I go. It became very obvious to me, I'm going to say, let me think about this. This was about when my son was about 8, and I popped into a crystal shop in Berry, and I was in there just looking at coloured stones because the kids like the coloured rocks. And within probably about 5-10 minutes of standing in that store, I was overwhelmed with dizziness and ended up having to sit on the floor of the shop, which was a bit embarrassing. I didn't understand at the time how powerful the crystals are and how amazing they are, reaching out immediately to help me in healing, lifting, shifting, negativity, all sorts of things that were probably going on with me at the time. Also massively helping to bring in my gifts and abilities. Now, I have a little chuckle. The first stone I bought at that time was a dark blue one, and lapis lazuli, and it is the stone that actually helps me to see spirit very, very clearly. Turns out that that's what I do for a job now, and I'm going to say it's pretty all-consuming most of the time, what I can actually see around everybody. But let me show you the stones that I've been bringing around to me. And I do want to say, and I want to invite you, I guess I kind of discovered while I was holding my events, people would come and ask me, thank you, Madison. Hi, Joan, and hi, Tracy. People would come and ask me what stone do they need, because I'd have the crystals on display, and I did take the crystals with me initially when I was working at the markets years ago, and it was more to give people a chance to have a look at the stones while they were assessing how crazy I was. So very cute, I think, in that a lot of people, I ended up very busy. I was always the busiest stand at the markets. People were lined up for miles waiting to chat. So the crystals definitely help there too. But I'm going to say, let's run through. I keep it easy. I've got lots and lots of stones, but people would come and ask me, Alicia, what stone do I need? And as soon as you guys ask me a question like that, I would see bundles of the stones like right above your head, and that's what I've got here is bundles of the stones. So I will see 1, 2, 3. Some of you will present with a stone in front here, maybe something here, something maybe even more dominant reaching out there. So I'm watching what stones are presenting primarily. The stone that you're needing most will pop up first. So I'm watching the order that they're appearing around you. Some of you actually do need a lot. And I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, some people are like, oh God, what's wrong with me? Yes, some of us have got lots going on, but also some of us are doing a lot of amazing stuff. You know, I love that I wear, I need, I enjoy, I absolutely love wearing crystals. I wear lots of them all the time. I jangle everywhere I go. My husband's telling me I rattle. But I'm wearing, I guess it's shifted again. I used to only wear 1 or 2 on a wrist, maybe one on each one. On each wrist, but now I'm finding I'm actually at the moment wearing probably 10 or more on each wrist. I've got them under the bed, I've got them beside the bed, I've got them in every room of our house, and they are actually upgrading and changing the same as we are. So having a look at you is the easiest thing in the world to do. I know that they're making a massive difference to us on our journey. And they're certainly very helpful, supportive, and loving. So let's talk about them. I try and keep it simple. I do have others that sometimes I'm not going to present all of them today because it's too confusing. I'm keeping it simple. But if I see a different stone around you that I have, I'm going to tell you that that would be the stone I would recommend for you, because they show me what you're needing. I generally don't carry tiger's eye with me, but I did have a lady at one of my recent events that really badly needed tiger's eye, so I've sent her off to find it. So it is what it is, yeah. Amethyst. So this is a beautiful purple stone. They are just simply a little chip bracelet. So it's a $5 chip bracelet. Pretty easy start and not the end of the world. And if it's going to make you feel better, I reckon they're absolutely worth it. Amethyst is the energy center above our heads. Now, I'm going to tell you, our chakras are all changing at the moment. We're being reconfigured. But traditionally, this is how we look at it, and I just want to keep it really simple for you guys today. The purple's connecting with your own soul, and even our own souls are very much within us now. That's all changed since I even started looking at this, into this whole crazy, amazing, wonderful life that we're in. I started looking a little more closely only about 6 years ago, and the purple is connecting with your own soul powerfully. It's actually one that I don't always talk about at events. If I see the purple with you, you've got massive stuff going on. You're very much connecting with your own soul, or you're needing to. And I don't argue with that. If I'm guiding you towards amethyst, then go for it. That's pretty special that you're even there. But I am looking at they do different things, and the amethyst is also really amazing for those of us who've just suffered, who've suffered massive loss. So very supportive and gentle on that. Now, they all do different healing things. If I'm recommending a stone, look up all the different things that it does, because I'm just keeping it really simple. I'm always about keeping it really simple. Kelly Kane, I wear black tourmaline. I have a lot of different rocks in a pouch too. Love my crystals. Yes, and black tourmaline, I love it. And I've got black tourmaline, and I'm going to talk about that one. Okay, the lapis lazuli is the stone that I talked about. That it's a stone that helps me see, and it was the very first crystal that I bought when I went into that little shop. So a $5 lapis lazuli bracelet helps you to see spirit really, really clearly. Now you're thinking you don't and you can't, but you can, and I reckon you're supposed to, so I highly encourage that one. It is also the most phenomenal stone for headaches and migraines. So if you suffer from headaches and migraines, or you love somebody that does, this one's life-changing. So the dark blue stone, really amazing for headaches and migraines and for seeing spirit. Don't be afraid to go there. Now, I've got my light blues. Now, this is the throat chakra, so a really important energy center right here. Now, we get sore throats, and who out there has got a sore throat? And I know lots of you do. My son is suffering big time at the moment. Oh, that's my blue howlite. So I've got my aquamarine, which is beautiful and dreamy, and I've got my blue howlite. Sore throats. Sore throats. Who's got a sore throat? Sore throats are caused by, while you're all thinking about it, sore throats happen when we're not being heard. So who around you is not listening to you? And you're all going, possibly your partner, possibly the kids, your families, your work colleagues. When you're frustrated by the fact that no one's ever listening to you, it's going to hit you right in that incredibly important energy center right there, and it will take out your voice. Now, a couple of things to do on that, yeah? One is I'm going to say, please write down what it is that you need to say. Pour it all out there, and then get out in the backyard and burn it. In burning it, you're giving it to the universe to take care of for you. People say to me, why burn it outside? Well, heck, you might have pages and pages, and please don't be burning your houses down at Christmas time. Get out there and clear it, shift it, get rid of it. I really absolutely recommend, though, can you see these little light blue hearts? I've always got them floating around my house on, I just put elastic, hat elastic on them, just the thin hat elastic. My son with his sore throat, as soon as he's complaining, he actually comes and grabs one of my hearts and puts them on. So because kids never put things away, I've got a couple of them running. But I'm going to say, if you are someone that suffers from thyroid issues, or someone that you love does, please, a little blue hearts, super duper important. With the thyroid, you've been repressed for many, many years, and you probably don't even notice, but there might be family members that are squashing you, that have always squashed you, and it's something you're meant to be working on in this lifetime. But Please don't get your bits ripped out. Please find an energy healer to help you with clearing that super important energy center right there. Definitely get yourself some light blue crystals. It's also an important stone for people who speak. So for me, it's always been my favorite color. I've loved the light blue and I've loved green, and my favorite color has become the aqua, which in between these two colors. Now it turns out I thought I was going to be a healer, which green's your healing stone from your heart, but it turns out that the universe wants me to heal with my words, so my speaking's super important, and aqua is in between the two there, which is why I love that color so much. So my next color I want to talk about, I've got lots of my green healing stones. So I've got at the moment this amazing Russian Amazonite. I absolutely adore the color of it. And I have been able to get my hands on lots of it. It's a stone of healing the whole body. So when you've got anything going on that's wrong with your body, or you've got someone that's really unwell, green's the color that's going to help them out enormously. If you're not sure of where to go to, I would definitely start with that one. So it's healing everything that's physical in the body. Mind you, all these stones are healing different areas of our body, our blood, our nerves, they're all doing something. And I'd actually go to what you're drawn to. And if you walk into a crystal shop, whatever you feel you love at the time, you would intuitively know what the right stone is for you. For me though, I'm looking at you and I'm not going to argue with what's presenting around you. Would be the stone that wants to help you at the moment and could make the most difference. And you might have a bunch of different things that are wrong, or ailments that are going on. They'll be giving me the stones that will get to the root cause of that are going to help you. I mean, once we clean that up, it's going to help a whole lot of different areas. Listen, look at you gorgeous people. Thank you for your comments. I will get a chance to have a sticky beak at that. If you're wanting to order them though, they're $5 a bracelet. You may need more than one, so I want to prepare you on that. Doesn't mean you have to order them all. If I see 4 different stones around you, you might want to just order one, and it's only going to be $5 postage, so you'd be looking at $10. Rose quartz. All right, everybody should have some rose quartz. It is, oh my God, the stone of love. It's also from the heart. So we've got 2 colors happening from the heart. The green is our physical body. The pink, the rose quartz, that's more about your emotional body. And the pink's going to help you with your overthinking, because it's your overthinking that then goes and affects this physical human outfit that we're wearing. So if we can calm down all the overthinking, the body's going to start feeling a whole lot better. And while I'm on that point, can I please also say salt baths? Don't forget your salt baths. So at this time of year when it's hectic, a lot of family are misbehaving, a lot of you are missing people, please remember to have your salt bath. So the Epsom salts just from Woolies or the IGA or anywhere, be generous, get lots of it in there. And you should be doing that at least once a week. We've got to keep disconnecting from other people's energies, okay? Somebody's broken their bracelet. Yes, that's going to happen too. They are just on a little elastic, and some of you are a bit rough when you get a hold of them. Remember, it's just on a little piece of elastic. But if you do break it, the crystals still work. Most of you would have gotten a little bag with it, or you've got one hopefully tucked away at home somewhere. Put the crystals, if your bracelets come apart, put them in the little bag and carry them in your handbag, or put them on your bedside table, because those stones are still wanting to work and help you. Just the elastic wears out because we're busy people and we're doing lots of things. Cara, yes, why you're drawn to those rose quartz bracelets, yes, wear them, Cara, because it's going to make a difference for you, beautiful girl. Absolutely. Okay, so I didn't finish saying rose quartz, stone of love, but it's healing, it's protection, it's compassion, it's giving you help with being compassionate and understanding those other crazy people around you. Remember, at this time of year, try not to be triggered. Try and be cool as a cucumber and get through this period of time. It heals a lot of different things, the rose quartz. It's an amazing stone for heartbreak. It's an amazing stone for the children. Can't recommend it enough. Everyone should have a piece of rose quartz. And if you don't feel you can wear the pink, keep it on your bedside table, tuck it in your bra, keep it in your bag, whatever, but carry your rose quartz, please. It's a base one you got to have. All right, I'm holding the citrine. I adore the citrine. Citrine is the stone of happiness, joy, abundance, all things absolutely happy and beautiful and awesome. And it is also the stone that helps you with lower back pain. And I'm just wondering, who out there's got lower back pain? And I laugh because I always ask this question at my events, and you'll put your hands up, and I guess some of you do, some of you don't. We get our lower back pain. Everybody does now and then, okay? And I do find that there is a 1% of my clients that come and see me that will be suffering with lower back pain, and that is because they don't have a relationship with their biological parents, all right? That's a whole nother thing to talk about. Definitely that's going to hit you in the lower back. But hello, I'm seeing so many of you joining and sharing. Thank you for joining me today. The rest of you, the lower back pain comes from, ready, drum roll, worrying about money. So in the worrying about money, you're going, okay, those of us who pay the bills, that's your job, and we've got new tires are needed for the car, and got to fix something in the kitchen, and the plumbing's dodgy, and whatever else is going on in your lives. Yeah, hands up, Dean. Worrying about money is going to hit you in the lower back, and it's also going to wipe out those discs, yeah? So please be aware. So the thing I'm going to recommend is get onto the Law of Attraction by Abraham-Hicks. The Law of Attraction is about what you're bringing into your life experience. And I want you bringing in plenty of money, because we all should have plenty of money. We are taught to stop the flow of money coming into our lives. And that's through watching the news and focusing on the negativity. And we're taught by our parents, and our parents were taught by their parents that life's difficult and it's tough. And that's all a load of rubbish, okay? If we just decide that we've got more money than we're ever going to need, thank you, and keep being joyous and excited in that, we're going to keep bringing in the money. Pretend that you've got it everywhere. And really the key is being excited about the things that you have got in your life. Thank you for those hearts. That helps get this out to share with more people. I get excited about having lots and lots of crystals around me. I get excited about, and I'm looking right now at my garden, all my frangipani, my little cuttings that I got when I was a swimming pool designer have grown all the way up to the gutter here. And I'm so excited about all the different colors and the plants. I'm so excited that I live in a tiny little house, and I've got my kids and my family so close to me. Now, 6 years ago, it irritated me, but I look now at how lucky I am to have my kids so close. I enjoy my family so much. Everything around me, I'm so lucky to be walking around. I'm so lucky to be able to get up and shuffle on the beach in the morning. I'm so lucky for everything that's happening. You know, it's how we look at things. And if you start getting excited about what you've got in your life, the universe will give you more of what you're thinking about. And if you're excited, they're going to give you more things to be excited about. So definitely work on that one and bring in the awesome. I'm going to say, while I'm still talking about that, I got so good at talking about there being money everywhere. Like I was finding gold coins everywhere. It was like it must have been falling out of everyone's pockets. And my kids are 16 and 19, so I don't suppose it was falling out of their pockets. But anyway, gold coins everywhere, to the point where my washing machine jammed. Wasn't working, and I had to get the repairman in, and he came out and he said, "Lady, your machine's blocked with 7 gold coins." I thought that was kind of awesome. That was me and my manifesting run on all this money coming in. And then the other crazy thing, because I keep saying I've got plenty, it's coming from everywhere, and well, it isn't. I don't know. It isn't. I mean, we got a letter from someone about unclaimed funds on some shares that had been cashed in somehow. Something we did 20 years ago. In fact, it was given to us even then. And I mean, there's some more money to help with Christmas presents this year. And I'm just like, oh my God, we're doing this. We're making this happen. So keep being excited about what you've got, and those little bits will keep coming. And life gets easier. And that's a really cool thing. All right, we got another serious one, the orange. So I'm actually working down through the energy senses as we have traditionally always recognized them. So we've got our purple, we've got our dark blue, helps us see, and great for the headaches and the migraines. The light blue here, which is helping us speak. I've gone to the heart, which is the green and the pink there. I've come down to above the belly button, we've got the yellow, the citrine, the joy, the happiness right in the middle of the body. And I'm going below the belly button to the orange, okay? For the orange, I've got carnelian at the moment, which I am loving. I truly am loving. It is an amazing stone for those tummy issues. And we hold anxiety in our tummy area. You know, if you've got an upset tummy, it's the anxiety that is coming with that. But it's also where we hold all our pain from relationships. So it's also what affects us, that area, when we're struggling to conceive. So, gosh, the orange, so many things I recommend on that area. But when you've had your heart broken, it tends to hit us right in that tummy zone. So, and it's for men and for women. But really important to be clearing that energy center. But carnelian is the stone that I'm recommending. If you're struggling with fertility, or you know somebody that it is, it's just a little $5 bracelet. I do have the carnelian in a big chunky, amazing, can you see that? $25 bracelet if you are a little bit more serious about it. But I'm also recommending orange, and I've got the orange. I've just noticed that I'm wearing the orange today. It's helping to shift and to clear that really important energy center. Also, I highly recommend, if you're working on the fertility or you're working on the tummy issues, please drink and eat all things orange. So your carrots, your mangoes, your carrot juices, everything that you can get that's orange and be flushing through the body is really helpful. Also, okay, girls, if we're having troubles conceiving, let's get into the orange undies. Kmart, I've got lots and lots of them. Also, and people laugh at me, I prescribed orange undies at the markets for a couple of years while I worked there. Super duper helpful, and so many ultrasound pictures coming back to me from women who'd had success and sorted out that little issue and got the, well, major issues at times, and got that up and flowing. So carnelian for the tummy. This one is the red coral. Now, at the moment, the red coral is a massive chunky bracelet. They're absolutely gorgeous, and they are still only $5 in those. The red coral I love. It's grounding you into the planet. I love to say it's supposed to help keep your head together, but I'm going to say the energy upgrades are so amazingly powerful. I wake up in the morning, I don't know what day it is, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. The kids are coming at me, Luciana needs a breakfast, Brock needs something for his sore throat. I've got the goat bar carrying on, I've got the parrot rousing, my husband's, he was away at work, and oh my gosh, I'm struggling to pull it together, and I just know, please all of you, it's just that the energy is so massive, and we are changing so massively right now. With this red stone though, it is a stone that's going to push you into doing what you're supposed to be doing. So we've all come in with magical gifts and abilities. We've all come in with something amazing that we're meant to be sharing with everybody else out there to make a difference, to help humanity. And the red stone is going to give you the confidence to get on with what you're supposed to be doing. So don't be afraid of it, yeah? I had a most amazing, gorgeous older lady come to me at one of my events, and she was on a walking stick, and in her reading, there was two gentlemen behind her, and they were her first husband and her second husband, who'd both passed. And I'm guessing that she would have been possibly up around 70, 80 years of age. And her two previous husbands wanted to let her know immediately that they were bringing through her third husband. And oh my God, she was so gorgeous. We all had a little bit of a giggle, but she came over to my table in the break, and she says to me on a walking stick, and she says to me, Alicia, I'm going to be needing the sex stone. So the gorgeous girl that she is, we got her onto some of this red coral. So if it's going to help you in that area, I completely understand. I mean, they all do different things. If you've got something specific, you can ask me about that too, like what I would recommend for if you've got... First of all, I want to see what you're needing, and then I'd look at what you maybe need for that particular ailment that's going on. Now, if you like the sound of what I'm talking about, and look, anyone who's been to one of my events in the last couple of years, or last few years, 3.5 years I've been on the road. Oh my God, how did that happen? I thought it had only been 2, but 3.5 years I've been on the road, and I've been sharing my crystals everywhere I go because I'm very passionate about them, as well as chatting to your loved ones, as well as telling you about your future lovers, and if you're sick of the one you've got, and the babies they're not all the rest of it. Oh my God, it's too much fun doing what I do. If you like the sound of the stones that I've talked about, so looking at those 7 energy centers, I do have a little rainbow bracelet. So you can get one of the little $5 ones that's got a little bit of the 7 stones. Not necessarily the Russian Amazonite. This one's got peridot in it, and not the red coral. It would be too big on this bracelet. It's got garnet in it, but it has got the amethyst. It's got the aquamarine. It's got the, is it lapis or is it sodalite? Anyway, it's got a little bit of the 7 colors. So that could be a really handy place to start. Now, okay, I've got always, I'm wearing some clear quartz. Your stones should always be rinsed because what they're doing is clearing negative energy from you. They're healing you. They're doing amazing work. So we need to keep rinsing them, wear them into the shower and clear that energy off them. Thank you. You're all so sweet. I'm watching these messages popping up here. Thank you. But they do need rinsing to clear the energy. But clear quartz is the one stone that is actually going to clear all the other stones without you having to be rinsing them all the time. So one of the clear quartz. Now I wear it all the time because it is the stone that is accelerating and amplifying my gifts and abilities. It's making me better at being a medium. Now please remember, I didn't know I was a medium. I had no idea about being able to do this. And look, anything that's going to make me clearer at hearing them word for word, seeing them with what they're doing, because I do see them absolutely everywhere. You've all got souls moving around you. They all want to share with you. They all want to support you. They love you to pieces. They want to be heard. You drive them nuts when you ignore them. Clear quartz is the stone that helps me with that. So if that's the stone that's going to bring out your gifts and abilities, a lot of you, I'm going to find that I do find the clear quartz and the citrine stones. Thank you for all that loving hearts there. These are the stones that are going to make you more awesome, because you're all already awesome. Then wear them, okay? Can't recommend it enough. Okay, a biggie, and especially at Christmas time, tourmaline, all right? And I've seen a couple of you write in that you've got your tourmaline. Tourmaline is a heavy-duty protection stone. Now, protection, you're wondering why? We're all stepping into our gifts and abilities. We are all becoming more and more amazing. Now we're at different levels of that, different speeds of that, like we all develop differently, okay? And your families and your friends might not be coping with how you are evolving, okay? So it's protection from the judgment of others. If you are being bullied, basically, by your family, by your co-workers, by anyone that's around you, if your kids are being bullied, yeah? Tourmaline is the stone of protection, and what it's doing, it's deflecting those silly devils around you that have really, they just don't remember who they are. So please, again, try not to take it personally. They do not remember that they are loving beings of light, that we are all loving beings of light here to embrace and help each other. But the tourmaline is a stone of protection. If your kids are being bullied, yeah, and oh my gosh, as a mum, that just breaks my heart that even happens. And if they're too young to be wearing the tourmaline, just safety pin it to their pillow, yeah, so that when you're pulling off the pillowcase to change it, you're not losing it in the washing. So the tourmaline's super protective, deflecting the bullies that are around us. And that's just a fact of life, because we are the pioneers, we are the warriors here to help others wake up just by being our beautiful selves, okay? I have got... Oh yeah, love this one too. So these are a couple of extras that I've added to the mix. I've got my other 7 and then I've added these. So many of you come to me about anxiety and depression. Now, because we're being changed so massively, because the universe is blasting us with all these new codes and gifts and abilities, and if you look at the fact that we're all becoming Superman and Wonder Woman, so super awesome. I want that. Bring that on. But while we're going through the transition and the changes, the white howlite is a super duper supportive stone in helping you with anxiety. So if you're struggling in that one, I would prescribe this for anxiety and depression if you just ask me. Again, I would rather have a look at you and see what's presenting above your head or around you. But there is another stone for anxiety and depression, and well, depression in particular, and I'm going to say it's the lepidolite, yeah? So I've got it in a pendulum, which is super duper sparkly. Lepidolite also phenomenal for the depression. but I do like that one as well. I have got here lots and lots of chunky stones. Let me show you. So they're all just a $5 bracelet. If you needed 4 of them, you're looking at about $25. It's not going to break the bank. I think they're phenomenal. I do have lots of them in the bigger chunky stones. These are quite heavy, guys. In comparison, if I show you, let me see, if I show you the, yeah, that's a $25 one, which is pretty heavy, and that's a little $5 chip one, which is pretty light. Pretty big difference. I guess it depends if you were buying them as a gift for somebody. Well, I don't know. It's up to you. If you're worried about someone, if you've got someone in your family that's unwell or a friend that you're worried about, to please ask me what they're needing, and I can give you the option whether I've got it in the chunky bracelet or in the chip bracelet as well, and what they're needing. I love these. I'm wearing so many crystals at the moment. I love it. Okay, you do all know my first book is available there. It's $25. I wrote about my experiences. Now I am completely out of stock. I have ordered more, but I am going to America in a week, back on tour again, and I won't be home in time to post them out to you before Christmas, but I will be back middle of January, and I can post them out then. So if you're wanting to order that one's really easy. It's on my website. And if you'd rather get crystals and a book together, I've made it really simple to try and help you to relax and be awesome. So I've shared my experiences and what helped me. I'm getting a lot of feedback on having sold out all of my books. A lot of people are finding it really super helpful, and I'm grateful that I can do that. All right, I'm going to show you my pendulums, and I'll move those over to here. Let me see, how do I flip around again? There we go. All right, my pendulums, I have been demonstrating these everywhere I go. I've got lots and lots of the clear quartz. So remember, that one's accelerating and amplifying your gifts and abilities. It also clears all your other stones. These pendulums are $30 each, and they are the biggest, chunkiest pendulums I've ever been able to get my hands on, and I absolutely love them. Clear quartz, selenite. Now this is an angelic stone. It's one that shouldn't be rinsed under the tap. So the selenite, please don't rinse that one, all right? I've got lots and lots of the rainbow fluorite. Are you seeing the colors in that? I've got a bit of an addiction to the rainbow fluorite. I guess it's something that I'm needing. These ones over here are some of the ones that I can't part with. Now, most of the one, and I tell you, I've got about 20 pendulums around the house, but I just love the glassy color, and it's got the purple in it, it's got the green in it, so the green's very healing. The purple is connecting with my soul again. This one's that tiger's eye that I spoke about, that some of you need because it just is particularly special. See, they've got all the colors it reflects. So tiger's eye is another one. This one here is sodalite in the pendulum. It's a dark blue. Can you see that? Yeah, look at that, beautiful. I've got lots more in the fluorite. I've got them, oh, that one's a pretty one too. I'm a bit addicted to that one as well. Yeah, I shouldn't look too much, should I? Because then I won't be able to share it with you. But look at the color in that rainbow fluorite. And that is, oh, Darlene, thank you, recommending my book. It's helpful, isn't it? Thank you, gorgeous girl. And that one back onto that lepidolite again.